this space. All right. Let's make sure I look nice and messy for the camera. All right. So I am doing some research. I've been researching something that's been very interesting for quite some time. And the thing is that most people don't fail because they're lazy. Most people fail because they misjudge when to push and when to protect. And the problem is within implementation. These are my arguments. This is what I'm seeing from people. The problem is with implementation, not the information, because we have all the information at our hands. So I want to pose some questions to the chat. I want to have like a little discussion. First question: what does a bad day look like for you? Am I able to pin this? Perfect. Some other questions. What happens when your energy drops? Do you lower your expectations and try to maintain output throughout the day? How often does this happen? What have you tried? What has been working? What hasn't been working? Because I'm seeing that a lot of people are going through the same thing. Day in and day out, they are facing this cycle where it's start up high with this energy and then you slowly crash. So from the time you wake up, you'll have a slow energy dip right around to about lunchtime. And then just after lunch, you'll have another energy dip. And then closer towards the end of the day or dinner time, even more energy dip. And then by the time you get back home from work or school, you are just exhausted. So that's what I'm trying to see. And I'm doing some research right now and I'm trying to figure out something. I'm trying to figure out um, people's approach and their approach when it comes to health because it's very interesting. Because, like I said, we have the information. We've always had the information. We have more information than we have had ever. What's getting in the way of us implementing that information into a system, into a strategy that we follow and that we carry out? An example, I love Duolingo. Duolingo is my jam. It could be 11:50, and if I'm still up, I'm stopping what I'm doing because I don't want to end my streak. So why? Just in that game itself, it's fun. I'm going to do it. Just in that game itself, what made that game so fun to where no matter what, you know you're going to keep your streak because if you lose your streak, nothing happens, but it's just the psychology behind it of losing that streak, the horrors of losing the streak. So I'm just curious to see what people think. Let us see. Pose these questions on many different social medias, just trying to see what's what. And let's see. I'm easily distracted. So if I'm teaching and if someone is tapping a pencil or talking or moving around, it throws me off and I can't concentrate on what I'm trying to say. And the noise just bothers me in general. Sometimes I wear loop earplugs and reduce help reduce the noise to help regulate my nervous system. And so for things like this, I'm curious to know like things like how can we better regulate our nervous system? How can we better regulate our behavior? Because once we get those things down pat, I think we might be able to do something really great, like really, really great. Let me see. Let me respond to this. I'm trying to think what I should write. Let me see. Okay. So maybe I could say, like, when that happens and you get thrown off, is it hard to recover in the moment? Or does it interrupt your flow for minutes? Like, are you thinking about it? Haha. And really, I'm just I'm just looking to understand you more. I'm looking to understand why you do what you do. Um, I'm looking to understand sore points that you have throughout the day. So let's see. Okay. Um, I'll come back another time. The goal was to be able to get on, have a conversation, a dialogue with people. So I'll probably just switch channels, probably try a different channel for this. If you're watching this video and you come across this video at a later time, I'm curious to know, and I'll go through my questions I have typed for you again. Um, like I said, I'm researching just people. I'm trying to figure out why you do what you do, why you act the way that you do, why you make these decisions. And I want to let you know that a lot of people, they don't fail because that they're lazy. I don't think that you're lazy, and I'm not here to preach to you, but I will tell you, you do fail because you misjudge when when it's time to push forward, or when it's time to sit back, kind of hold position, protect your stability, your sanity. Um, so if you're coming to this video and you're seeing it at a later time, I have questions. My questions are: what does a bad day look like to you? What happens when your energy just drops? Um, do you lower your expectations for the day, or do you try to just kind of maintain that level of energy? And do you try to just push through it, just go past it, regardless of the obstacles? And I'm curious to know the things and the approaches that people are using to get through this, because everybody goes through it. Everybody goes through the energy drops, the lower mood decrease, and just want to. So I'm curious to hear from you. Um, Please share in the chat, share in the comments, since this will be at a later time. Share in the comments what it is that you are going through, How often are you feeling tired and just feeling slumped? Like the best painting I can paint is just going through your day. You go through your day and you go to work, you go to school. Maybe you woke up tired, right? So you're already in a not good energy state, and you are really just waiting for every little break, a lunchtime, a break time. And when it's time to be done with school or work, you are like elated. You're so happy because that time is now up. And then when you get home, you just droop. I see I have one person in here. I'm getting ready to get off, but I had some questions that I'm researching. I'm really trying to figure out what people do, what they do. And I'm curious if you could share in a chat, what does a bad day look like for you? And I'm talking about performance wise. What does that day look like? I'll stay on for just a few more minutes. If you could in the chat, what does a bad day look like? Yeah, um, just doing something that you don't want to do. And so, my next question is, when you're at school, when you're at work, and you have to sit and do something that you don't want to do, how does that affect your energy levels? How does that affect your mood? Okay, so you know that you could be other places right now. Um, so, what are some things that you do to get through a hard time, a difficult time, a time that you necessarily don't want to be in that place? What are some of the practices that you do, or what works, what doesn't work? What are some things that you have tried that just, I'm just curious to know because I'm trying to figure out why we do what we do. Okay, so you basically try to turn an unfortunate happening, an unfortunate event into something pleasant. And so when you say it drains your energy, do you mean like you just get physically exhausted? Is it a mental exhaustion? Is it emotions? Just like I can't continue to deal with this nonsense. And I guess my next question would be, does this hit you immediately or does it build up and then it hits you like at a certain part of the day? Okay. Yeah, so I'm curious, does it just strike you out of nowhere or is it just like a buildup where I can take it. I thought I can take it. I thought I could be pleasant for today. Or is it, you know, kind of map out your volatility because that's what it's called. Your capacity to take things or to go through things that don't necessarily want to go through, but you have to go through them to get to where you want to go. Okay, okay, solid. Okay, okay. Yeah, so the dread. So um, I'd like to know, how long does it take to feel normal again? Right, right. So I'm curious to how long does it take to feel happy and to feel light again? Because that feeling that you feel when you are in a space that you want to be and you're happy and you're excited and like this is your safe space, this is your place of happiness, of zen. How long does it take you to get to that mind state? This is golden. I appreciate you. For the other person that came in, I'm really trying to figure out why people do what they do. Most people fail because they're not lazy, but they kind of misjudge when it's time to push forward or to protect. Okay, so free time basically. Okay, super tired. And so I'm I'm curious. So of course we know it's draining. Hold on. We know it's draining. And the idea is you sit through it, you take care of what you have to take care of, and then it's over. But unfortunately, a lot of people are reporting to feel drained after said task, work, school, and they're feeling drained and they're feeling like they just don't want to do anything when they have that free time, that time they could be utilizing. So when you say that you're tired, um, is it like an end of the day type deal where it's just been, oh, I went through all this stuff and I'm just tired? Or is it, I can't do anything else? I need to rest so I can recharge. Hmm, this is good stuff. Okay, okay. So in this in this time, I know it's frustrating, and I'm trying to figure something out. And a lot of people are saying some of the same stuff. Um, so after you rest or you have that break, do you normally feel like yourself again? Or I guess I'm trying to get at like cool down time. So go home, take a break, And maybe you have like, if you're at school, you have a weekend, or if you're at work, maybe you have a break, and that's what helps to get people to reset, to feel normal and just feel like a person again. Um, I guess I'm curious about the cool down time, and that'll be my last question, because I'm really just, everybody experiencing. I experienced it, and I think this is very valuable for what we're doing. So if you're just joining, we're wrapping up in just a little bit. Um, Please review the live and kind of join the conversation. Answer these questions from your perspective, because I would really like to know, and you could end up helping not only someone else but helping yourself. And this deep dive, I'm just trying to figure out why we do what we do. If we can figure out why we do what we do, it might be way easier to do a lot of things. So um, I appreciate you for your participation. Alrighty, well, I'm going to close on that. Um, like I said, I'm just really curious, and so that would be super awesome if you come across this video and you share your feedback in the comments. You share, because, like I said, we need to do this research. It's very interesting, and we might be on to something here. So, hey, I appreciate you, and I hope that you have a great day.